All right. Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? While we wait for some people to come in, I'll show you guys one of the cards that sold right before the stream started. So another order off my eBay storefront, but someone just picked up this beautiful Cincino art rare, Japanese from Wild Force in a Gem Mint 10. Yeah, got about like 20 other cards still available outside of the stuff we're going to go through today. So everything you guys see here today should be uploaded to the eBay storefront, hopefully by the end of the weekend, especially because I'll be out of town next week. Perfect. All right, I'll give it another minute or so and then we'll get started. Again, we got 50 cards to go through, so I'm excited to see how we did. If someone in chat would let me know how we're looking, how we're sounding as we get into this. Hopefully we don't have that random weird zoom in like we did last time. But again, if you didn't see the thumbnail, CGC card recap, obviously 2 submissions that I just picked up today. Still got at least one more submission there that I'm waiting to pick up. But yeah, let's see if I can get these on screen. Looking, sounded good. Thank you, Wabbit. How we doing? So we got submission 007 and 010. This is the 30th and 31st submission that I've done through CGC. Seems kind of crazy, but yeah. And look at the turnaround times. Received them on 11/4. They were finished on the 19th. So yeah, a little bit of a delay there, but well, no. So that's just when they were due. Hopefully they would have been done by then, but yeah, no. It's not zoomed in. I just moved the boxes in. Yeah, we're still good. But yeah, so that was the day that they were supposed to be finished. Obviously that wasn't. I just picked them up today. But still, pretty solid turnaround. I can't complain. But without further ado, let's just get into this first one here. Again, we have 50 cards to review, recap, and then, like I said, we'll go through all this, get everything sorted, and all the pictures and all that stuff ready for eBay. So let me take out my paperwork here. I'll turn it this way. See if that's still on screen or not. A little bit more. What's up, new kid? How we doing? All right, so that's as far off screen I can kind of get it without moving everything else around. So, yeah, so like I was just saying, new kid, I just picked these up from CGC. So 2 fresh batches. Excited to see how we did. And like I said, all this stuff should be going up on the eBay store sometime this weekend. I'm going to try my best to get it all on there before I leave. I'm only gone for a couple days, so if anyone places orders, obviously I should have them. You know, I should still have them mailed out by the end of the week. But all right, let's get right into it. Starting off with a little bit of an older card here. Hey, Yatsoba, how we doing? So this here, obviously a bit older, 1999 Charizard from Topps. I didn't have too many of these, and again, you can see it's Series 1, second print. A lot of the print difference you can tell based off of the background, and then like the top symbol on the back. So like this symbol here, where it says Topps, it was different colored logos based off of the print. I honestly, I didn't know how to feel about this when I was submitting it. It was just one of those that I had in the batch, and it's Charizard. So, and it's a non-holo, so I know already it's not as expensive as the holo. But still a beautiful card. I thought I'd give it a chance. Let's try our luck and see how we did. Ooh, okay. Well, it's still excellent, but yeah, I'm kind of curious why, though. I mean, especially with these cards here and having those pointed corners, a lot of that has to do with the corner condition, right? And then all the other parameters. But for an older card, I mean, again, I can't really complain. Definitely a rough start on that one, but again, it's a non-holo. It's something that I just kind of had. Still a neat looking card. Still hopefully find a buyer for it one way or another, but hopefully they're a little bit stronger going forward. Speaking about that, let's keep going here. We have the Reshiram and Charizard GX. So this is the English version, right? The Japanese version came in the Tag Team All-Stars set that came out in 2021. Or no, this came out in 2021. The other one was like, what, 2019? Maybe even 2020. But still a pretty cool tag team card. I'm interested to see how this one did. We have this one and another promo like this similar. So let's see how we did here. Okay, nice. All right, good. We got a 9 on this one. I'll gladly take that. Really beautiful card. I'm not the biggest fan of how they did these gold cards at that point in time. But yeah, definitely a nice card there. If anything, I would say probably centering on this, maybe some whitening on the edges. But still a beautiful card there. So, all right, good. Let's hope we don't have any other really low grades like the first one. But it's kind of nature of the beast, right? Especially with very, very old cards like that. Unless it was stuff that I opened myself, I always kind of take the condition with a grain of salt. Especially because I don't know how it's going to hold up, or it's not something that I opened myself. I try to take care of cards best I can after the fact, but if I'm buying stuff from shows or anything like that, you always take that chance. But here's the next one. So we have Pikachu and Zekrom. Again, same kind of promo. This originally was from Tag Team GX Tag Team All-Stars. But again, they did English promos for this one as well. Again, SM248. So a little bit later in the promo series. But let's take a look and see how we do with this one. All right, nice, good. Another 9. I'll gladly take that. All right, so we're starting to get back on track here. This one, similar like the last one, probably centering. But again, with these promos, they mass produce these and push them out like crazy. So it was one of those things where you can only hope for them to be in only such good condition. All right, next, Psyduck. This is the art rare from Pokemon 151. If you guys remember, we have the other one like this that's being a part of the giveaways. One of the viewers bought it from me, and then they decided to put it into the giveaway. So greatly appreciated. But let's see how we did with another Psyduck. Okay, all right, 8.5, not bad, not bad. Not the greatest, not the worst either. And it's something I want to remind people. So, like, yes, I mean, obviously it'd be nice to have 10s every single time. But it's one of those things where I still sell cards, you know, under 10, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s. I've sold stuff as low as like 5s and 4s before. It just depends on trying to find a buyer for it. Again, still a beautiful card. I'll probably keep it like this and see, you know, what kind of market there is for it. But yeah, very, very nice. I'll gladly take that. We get the Psyduck from 151. All right, so let's see if we can pick this up a little bit. Poliwhirl, again, another beautiful card from 151. The artwork on these were absolutely insane. I love how he's kind of looking at his own reflection. It's actively raining in that picture, so very, very nice. Again, this is the English version. I did just grade a whole bunch of the Japanese ones, so I think they might be in this mix, if I remember correctly. If not, I know I have more I need to push out. But anyway, let's see how we do with Poliwhirl. Okay, good, good. All right, finally, we get ourselves a 10. Very, very nice. Yes, we got the Poliwhirl. Absolutely beautiful, and it is that Gem Mint 10. Yeah, absolutely beautiful card for sure. Good. Finally got a 10, get the stream picked up. And again, I'll take 9s, I'll take 8s, I'll even take 7s. But yeah, it's always nice to see some of these 10s come through. All right, next. Ooh, another beauty here. We get the Zapdos EX Full Art. Another card from 151. I really, really like the color contrast here, and I know I mentioned that a lot with these full arts. A lot of people usually don't like full arts, at least this kind of design or style of full arts, if you will. But I always like them if it's a different color than the Pokemon. It kind of pops, which this card does. Again, English 151 from 2023. If you guys haven't been keeping up with 151, it's just booming in price right now. Even some of the binder collection boxes, you know, where you get the binder in 4 packs. I think when it came out, it was what, 20 bucks, maybe even 25 bucks. They're like $70 or $75 right now, which is insane. The binder itself goes for like 25 to 30 now, which is nuts. But yeah, if you're sitting on a sealed 151, congratulations, you were very smart. I say because I'm sitting on a whole bunch, and I have a completed set too, which is nice. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that, but let's see how we do with good old Zapdos here. Nice. All right, there we go. The Gem Mint 10 on the Zapdos as well. Absolutely beautiful. It would have been cool if they did a Articuno Moltres full art as well, but obviously they can only do so many. I get it. All right, next. Let's see how we did here. Ooh, this is a good one. So good old Blastoise EX Alt Art here. Again, another card from 151. Now, I kind of have high hopes for this. I feel like I have another one in here as well with this mission. And the reason why I say that is because I already have the Japanese Pristine 10. So I need to land an English Pristine 10. Now, I'm still sitting on maybe 4 or 5 of these with the rest of my Blastoise submission that I want to do at some point. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a 10 and then obviously eventually a Pristine 10. Speaking of 151, booster bundles were restocked. Yes. Sold out in seconds. Yeah. Also Walmart, Target. People are just taking the whole display, which is nuts. But for a set that's a little over a year old now, it's already climbing in price. It does make sense though, but people are being a little too savage about it. Hopefully people are a little more civilized. But yeah, the 151 market, a lot of sets right now are just going up in price. It's kind of crazy. Even the latest Japanese set that just dropped is already climbing up in price. I think the booster boxes have gone up maybe $15 to $20 already, which I'm waiting for mine to come in. But yeah, anyway, just a little sidetrack. But yeah, if you have some 151 you're sitting on, or if you want to get it graded, now might be the time to do that. I will gladly do that middleman service for you, get your 151 graded, send it back to you. But if you're sitting on some sealed, I would keep holding on to it for sure. Anyway, a little bit of sidetrack. Let's get back to my man Blastoise. One of the most beautiful full arts and alt arts they've done. There's not too many alt art Blastoise out there, so it's nice to see this one. Let's see how we did though. Okay, we got an 8. We got an 8. Not the greatest grade. But like I said, I have a bunch of these, so I kind of just picked one and hope for the best. But again, I have more of these, but I'll gladly take an 8. I may or may not even put this up for sale, depending on what other ones we get. I would be fine with this in an 8 in the personal collection as much as I want a 10. But I don't know. We'll have to take a look at pricing. I know that card itself in raw version is going up as well. Speaking about beautiful alt arts, here we go. We have the Alakazam EX, again from 151 still. Another absolutely beautiful card. I remember pulling one of these very, very early on into 151. I pulled it a couple times. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Let's see how we did here. Okay, nice, nice. We got a 9 on this one. I'll take it. Again, absolutely beautiful card. I didn't really see anything major wrong with this. Maybe a little bit of whitening on some of these edges. Maybe a slight shift. I'll never sell. Now, as you say that, if you look at my sale history, I actually did sell a Blastoise recently. It was a Dark Blastoise, Japanese, from Team Rocket. The reason why I sold this is because I'm sitting on like 12 of them ungraded. So it was one of those that I just threw in to round up in a submission. But yeah, you know what's funny? I'm not even the biggest Charizard fan, obviously, but I sell so many of them. But with those Blastoises, it's one of those things where if I have a bunch of them, I don't mind parting ways with some. Obviously, I'm going to hold on to some as well. But yeah, honestly though, even this here, still a beautiful card, even in an 8. It's one of my favorite artworks that they've done, especially for modern Blastoise. But again, I'll have to look at the market and see how they're selling and how often they're selling. But we push on. Ooh, another beautiful card here. We get the Giovanni's Charisma, the alt art. Again, another card from 151. I feel like there's a good amount of 151 in this box. I really, really like this, and this is kind of hoping, and maybe this is a good sign for the new Team Rocket set coming out next year. I don't want to say I have high hopes for that set because they already said they're not doing dark Pokemon, which makes no sense. Maybe they'll change their mind. Maybe they're going to surprise us with something. But yeah, there is a Team Rocket set coming in 2025. But that's what makes me think of this. Good old Giovanni. I'd say one of the better gym leaders, one of the more iconic villains in all of the Pokemon series. Anyway, let's see how we did here. We get a 9. All right, nice. Gladly take that. If this one, I'd probably say centering. If you look at this side here, it is a little bit shifted over. A little more obvious on the back. So that's probably what push it off from the 10. But again, I mean, it's one of those things where I submit stuff. If we hit gold, great. If not, I'm not overly worried about it. Again, most of this stuff's going to go up on the eBay market or the storefront, if you will. So, ooh. Well, let's take a look. Let's keep rolling. The beautiful Mewtwo promo. So this card on the Japanese side was in the 151 set. On English, they put into the promo in the Ultra Premium Collection box. I've graded a couple of these now. They've done really well. I should probably grade a set for myself, and I say a set because there's a Mew that's like this as well. But yeah, they are going up in price, and it's really, really cool artwork. I definitely need to hold on to a set for myself. Let's see how these ones do. Let's take a look. Nice. All right. We get the Gem Mint 10. Absolutely beautiful on that Mewtwo. And I know I'm using my phone, so maybe it's not the best camera ever, but I feel like the camera never does this card justice. It's such beautiful artwork. Really, really well done. And again, I'll gladly take that in a 10 for sure. Always the prettiest in one. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Next. All right. So we just showed off the Mewtwo. I'm going to leave that out. Here's the Mew. To be honest, I was kind of hoping we were going to get an error on this one because you look, it's definitely shifted down from that corner and it's kind of going down this way. I know it's a little bit of a hard angle to do. Do I think we still get a 10? Who knows? I never look at the certs ahead of time, but an absolutely beautiful card either way. And again, I still have a bunch of these as well. So I'm just going to keep submitting them and trying my luck, but let's take a look. Okay, we get a 9 in this one. Not bad, not bad. Which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like the Mewtwo or the Mew? Not necessarily, I'm not talking about the grade, but I'm saying just the artwork in general. I did pull this in the Japanese set, so I'm hoping that comes back here soon. I did submit it to get graded. But absolutely beautiful cards here. If I get 2 10s, I might sell them as a set. If not, I'll just keep them individual. But yeah, 2 absolutely beautiful cards there. Very, very nice. Okay. So here we go. Ooh, here we go. I'm just going to lay that down. You guys know what that means. We finally got one. Wabbit likes the Mew card. Gotcha, gotcha. So we finally have our first pristine in this submission. I'm excited for sure. It's always nice to see these. It just comes down to which one it is, right? Yeah, Tsuba likes the Mewtwo. Gotcha. I kind of lean more towards the Mewtwo myself, even though the Mew is an absolutely beautiful card. But again, it's all personal preference. People like what they like. I got nothing against it. All right, let's take a look and see what this pristine is. I can only drag it out so long. But let's take a look and see what we did in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. We get the Bulbasaur, all art rare in that pristine 10. Absolutely beautiful. So I have a feeling what the next couple cards are just from seeing this, but absolutely beautiful card. I will gladly take that. Yeah, very, very nice. I'm going to leave this out because, again, I think I have an idea of what's coming next. Oh, no way. All right, I'm just going to do that. So 2 in a row. Very, very nice. Let's see. We're definitely picking up here, which I'll gladly take for sure. I was getting nervous, you know, when you start off with what we started. And again, a beautiful card, but you see this, it kind of throws you off a little bit. Yeah. Now we're cooking. Let's take a look and see what this one is. Ooh, if it's the squirrel, it's going to be... Oh, man. If it is, that one's staying in the personal collection. I'll tell you that right now. Let's flip it over and let's take a look. 3, 2, 1. Oh, the Ivysaur. Very, very nice. I've submitted a couple of these before. I think we got a 10 on one, Gem in 10, and I think I got like a 9 or 8 on another one. So there we go. So we got the 2 pristines. We got Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. So... If I was a betting man, I'd say I know what's coming next. But let's take a look. Unfortunately, it is not a pristine, but we do have the Venusaur Japanese. Another absolutely beautiful card. It would have been sick to get this, all 3 pristines. I'm not the biggest fan of this evolution line, to be completely honest. I don't have anything against it, but I'm just not a fan. If this was a pristine, I would have sold the whole set. Absolutely. But either way, absolutely beautiful card. Japanese 151. Let's take a look and see how we did. All right, nice. So we still get the 10, but it's just not the pristine. We get a Gem Mint 10, which, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. It's an absolutely beautiful card. So Venusaur beat out Blastoise so far, at least in this submission. But yeah, an absolutely beautiful trio. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's still worth trying to sell it as this set, or maybe try and get a pristine and maybe sell as a set that way? Again, I'm not going to complain about it. They're beautiful, but in terms of like trying to sell these, it might be worth trying to get the 10 or the pristine 10. I guess it just comes down to how expensive that pristine is. But again, I'm not going to complain. An absolutely beautiful trio. Let me put these back in here, and we're going to keep on rolling. Glad to see some pristines, though. Some more 10s are coming in. Very, very nice. All right, next. Ooh, okay. So now we got this one. Good old Charmander. You guys have seen, I've sold a bunch of these in English lately. I don't know why. I truly don't. But the English version is so much more expensive than the Japanese version, whether it's raw or graded in 10s or pristine 10s. But still, same card, absolutely beautiful. But for some reason, the Japanese one just isn't as expensive. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Oh, nice. There we go. Gladly take that. A very, very nice Gem Mint 10. Obviously, we didn't get the pristine. It wasn't a different label, but I'm glad it's a 10. Absolutely beautiful card. Very, very nice. I'm going to leave that out. I'm going to see what's next. Oh, okay. So there we go. We get another pristine. Just going to leave that there for a sec. Man, this is a roller coaster so far. And this is just the first box, by the way. We still have another 25 cards to go through. Oh, man. It's going to be a good stream for sure. All right, so what do you guys think it's going to be? Think it's the Charmeleon, maybe? Maybe it's another Charmander? Ooh, that would be sick. If it's Charmeleon and pristine, that would be really, really nice. All right, let's take a look. I can only drag it out so long. I know you guys are antsy, and I am as well. But let's take a look. Let's flip it over in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. I will gladly take that. We get the Charmander, sorry, in the pristine 10. Very, very nice. Absolutely beautiful. So we get a 10 and the pristine 10. I do have more English ones to grade, so I'm going to send those out. Especially with the price going up and up on these, I might as well. I already have the ones I want for my collection, so, but two absolutely beautiful cards there. We get the Charmander in both 10 and that pristine 10. Very, very nice. I'm going to leave these out. I'm just going to stack this up here because I have a feeling we're going on a trend here. The name in Japanese is Hitokage. Okay, very, very nice. I know I've heard and seen the Charizard one a bunch. I just can't think of the name right now. What is the Charizard in Japanese? While you're thinking about that, and I appreciate the info there, Yatsuba, we get the Charmeleon here. Not a pristine, but who knows? Let's try our luck here again. Absolutely beautiful card, and it goes together with this here. You set these up. Obviously, the Charizard goes up top. Lizardon, yeah, gotcha. I know the German version is like Golurk or Golurk. Yeah, I think it's Golurk, something like that. Yeah, Lizardon. Gotcha. All right, let's see how the Charmeleon did. Nice. All right. We get a 10 in the Charmeleon. So check this out. We get the 10 here. Ooh. To be honest, I don't think I submitted Charizard in this submission. I mean, we'll go through the rest of it and see, but I don't think I did a Charizard in this. I don't think I had an extra Japanese one or an English one, to be completely honest. But absolutely beautiful. Let's keep going because I think I have an idea of what's coming next. Yeah, so my idea was correct. We do have another Charmeleon. Yeah, that's a great question. What is your favorite card in 151? Obviously, mine's the Blastoise. Even the Wartortle and the Squirtle art rares are absolutely beautiful. Blastoise is my favorite for sure, though. All right, so we get another Charmeleon. Again, Japanese 151. Let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Nice. All right. So we get another 10. So check this out. Absolutely beautiful. Just in those 4 cards. I mean, can't complain there. I'll probably pair off one of these sets. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Obviously, no complaints there. A lot of beautiful Gem Mint 10s. And we got a pristine in there as well. So let's keep rolling. Let's see what else we have in here. Say both Blastoise and Mewtwo. Gotcha. Very good choices. Ooh. So here we go. Speaking about Squirtle, Wabbit, here it is. Man, this is such a beautiful card. The Poliwhirl's nice. I like the Pikachu also. I like the Pikachu a lot, especially because of all the other Pokemon in the background. I know that seems kind of weird to say. But yeah, here we go. Squirtle at the beach here. Absolutely beautiful. Let me take out, just so you guys have reference point. Let's go here. So I'm just going to set good old Blastoise off. Obviously, that's English. These are this is Japanese. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Oh, man. So close. We get the 9.5. Man, that is rough. And, you know, that's the one thing that I kind of miss from CGC. And if anyone's watching from CGC, first of all, thank you. Keep up all the great work. You guys are awesome. I do wish you guys would do some kind of, subgrades again. I know the label looks a lot cleaner this way, and the way that it is, it'd be hard to fit subgrades into this, or maybe put them on the back. Maybe you got some space here, huh? Maybe throwing ideas out. But it's always situations like this where it's like the 9.5s or even the Gem Mint 10s. Like honestly, what did I miss? You know what I mean? Like between this and here, that didn't push over. You know what I mean? So like just having those subgrades would make a huge difference. I understand it's another business expense, but again, it would be kind of cool to see. But hey, we at least get the Squirtle in a 9.5. So I'm assuming I know what the next card is. And oh no, I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, New Kid. I appreciate it. Yeah. If you do, make sure you speed up all my submissions going forward, dude. You're kind of really, you're dragging ass here. All right. Anyway, we get another Squirtle here. And that's what threw me off. I feel like I paired up a lot of these art rares, so maybe that's why. But again, I don't look at the set list after I do the submissions. I see where you're coming from, Wabbit, but it's one of the things that makes that unique because not a lot of other companies do it. I do see the understanding for people who just want 1 through 10. I get it, because even on the high end, there's a group of people that think that like there shouldn't be pristines or perfects or black labels. Like if it's a 10, it's a 10. But that's a whole other conversation. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to find a way to put, like I said, subgrades can fit on the back. Obviously, you wouldn't display it on the front, but maybe that's just me. Well, let's take a look and see how we did with another Squirtle. Nice, there we go. There it is. We get the Gem Mint 10 in the second one. Very, very nice. I don't know. That puts me in a weird crossroad, though, because if I'm going to sell them off, obviously I need to look up the price difference between the two, right? For personal collection, I would honestly be fine with holding on to just the 9.5. But, I mean, a 10 would be nice to keep as well. But, I don't know. That's for future me to figure out. But let me stack these up here. All right. So, now I think I'm back on track with where we should be. And, yes. So, here we go. We have the War Turtle now. Absolutely beautiful. And, again, it fits the 3-piece here. You got Squirtle on the shore. You got War Turtle and kind of like the reef just very close to the shore. And you got Blastoise Deep Dive in there. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Oh, we get a 9 on this one. All right, nice, nice. I'll take it. So very, very nice. And again, that's the whole trifecta here. I love how they did these. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I didn't grade a Charizard, but if I didn't, I'll grab it from my collection so we can lay all these out so you can see them. But let me grab, let me see, where is it? Nope. It's, nope. Let me see. All right, yeah, let me go back to these. Let me slide these up a little bit. But yeah, the way that they did these, they all turned out absolutely beautiful. Let's see what we got next. I don't know if I'm even going to have room to lay all these out, but it's all right. Let's see what we got next. Ooh, okay. So I guess I only did one War Turtle. So here we go. Here we go. Another Japanese Blastoise. Again, we have the English and the Japanese. So let me slide off the English one. Appreciate your service and filling in, but here we go. Let's take a look and see how we did on this one. Again, it didn't get the pristine, but because I already have it, especially for personal collection, I just hope it's a high enough grade that I can put it up on the shop. But let's take a look and see. Ooh, nice. All right, so we get a 9. All right, not bad, not bad. So with that being said, do you think it would make more sense doing this and selling this set like that, so a 9, 5, and 9, and 9, and then I get to keep the 10 for myself? What do you guys think? Let me know. But again, here's my pristine. I got this super early on, and at the time there was only, I always put these stickers on there. Obviously, this is a little out of date, but there's only 277 of these. Yeah, absolutely can't complain about that. But what would you guys do? If you're going to sell it, that makes sense as a set, right? This one here, I may try to get the other pristine just to round that off. So let's keep going through the rest of this, though. Let me put these back, or I'm just going to stack these up. Just move them off to the side. Once we go through this box, again, I don't think I graded a Charizard. If I didn't, then what I'll do is I'll grab mine. I just want to look at all these, take a second. Appreciate the artwork. You keep the 10. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, set in 9s. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. Ooh, okay. So, unfortunately, or it may be a good thing, but we get a pristine right behind that Blastoise. Man, if they would have just shifted that grade up just one. But here we go. Another pristine. Oh. And, you know, this is one of those things where I honestly don't remember. And then once the grades are done, I don't want to click on the link on the website because it will show me all the grades. I want it to be a surprise. I want to have a natural reaction to it. So, and I know there's people that, you know, especially with more than one person running the stream, most of them, they probably have that pulled up on the side. Japanese Mewtwo would be sick. The Mew would be, so the Mew, I think, is in my other submission, Wabbit. I think I put the Mew with that 10 card submission. So that's the economy order that I'm waiting to pick up. But We shall see. Let's take a look. All right. Let's take a look and see what pristine 10 we got from CGC in 3, 2, 1. Oh, finally. Let's go. You guys have seen how many of these I've graded in both English and Japanese, and we finally get a pristine 10. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the only real upgrade to this, right, would be if I had the English Pokemon Center exclusive one. If you get that in a pristine, that is very, very expensive. But again, an absolutely beautiful card. Most likely this will go up on eBay. Obviously, I'm going to do some research and take a look on it. Take a look at it after the stream. But absolutely beautiful. I'm glad to finally see a pristine 10 on this one. I've got so many of them graded. It's nuts. All right, next. Ooh, okay. This one's going to be fun. So this one here, Detective Pikachu. This is from the latest Detective Pikachu game that they put out. I got this promo from Jason Nee. Huge shout out to Jason Nee, good friend of mine. I've done a lot of business with Jason, and just he's kind of my hookup for everything Japanese, which is great. Let's take a look and see how we do with this one again. 2023 Scarlet and Violet promo. This is from the Detective Pikachu Returns pre-order. So if you pre-order the game, that's a good question. If I remember correctly, I think Nugget works overnight. So that's probably why they're not here. It is a little bit of a weird stream time for them. We'll probably see them Sunday, though. See them Sunday. Because usually we do the early afternoon streams. But like usual, you know, if anyone's missing, obviously the stream will go up after the fact. So everyone still gets the chance to watch it. So if any of your friends aren't here, obviously just share the link with them later. I usually start uploading it immediately after the stream's done. But again, just assumption. But that's probably where Nugget is. All right, let's take a look and see how we did with Detective Pikachu here. Okay, nice. We got a 9 on this one. We'll gladly take that. Really, really awesome card there. You got Growlithe with, I think that's why Wabbit mentioned Nugget. An absolutely beautiful card there. I feel like the Japanese cards, at least looking at the backs of them, it's so hard for me to tell like centering and stuff like that because the blue just fades into the gold like that. So it's not like a solid traditional border like the fronts are. But an absolutely beautiful card. Gladly take that. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, nice. So we're going to end this one off with another Pikachu. Not the stream, just this box. I've been trying to submit more Pikachus lately, and some of them I keep for myself, but obviously Pikachu is popular. This is an absolutely beautiful card here. Obviously, we saw it on the English side with that Paldean Explorers collection box. Japanese side, this came out with the Summer is Here campaign. I'm pretty sure you just had to buy something from the Pokemon Center during summer or some kind of summer event, and they gave you this. But absolutely beautiful. I like all the Pokemon in the backdrop. The colors really pop. But let's see how we did with this one. All right, nice. I'll take it. We get a 9. So we end off with 2 9s in these Pikachus. We got Detective, and then we get the regular Pikachu there. Very, very nice. All right. I'm going to take a look. Let me grab these other cards real quick. So I only graded... Yeah, so I got 2 of these. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see this, so I apologize ahead of time. So the way these should work. So let's see. Oh, actually, I have a great way of doing this. Move this off to the side. I don't even know if it's going to fit. Now I'm all over the place now, but it's all right. I think you guys have an idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to lay this out so we can see what this is supposed to look like with like the images. Let me grab Charizard real quick. Oh. Pretty good first box, though. Obviously not going to complain. Ah, here it is. So there it is. Good old Japanese Gem Mint 10. Another card that came over from Jason Nee, by the way. All right. So I don't think you guys will be able to see it. I'm going to try. I'm going to do some weird magic here. So the Charizards go like that, or the Charmander line goes like that. Yeah, you can't really see it, man. That looks terrible. Anyway, you guys get the hint, right? And then I think these two go sideways. What do you think? Like this, or they stack on top of each other? I've seen displays where you can put all these together, which is kind of sick. But yeah, absolutely beautiful collection for sure. Obviously, this isn't going anywhere. I'm holding on to this. But yeah, this one here, I might try and get a pristine 10 and then sell the set. But yeah, I'll do some research after the stream. All right, let me put all these back. Make sure I put them all in the right order. And the reason why I'm kind of a stickler right now, so Jason Nee is, it's just a friend of mine, some guy I met on Instagram. But I bought stuff from him before, and then he's like, hey, I've got a hookup for Japanese stuff. And then kind of just made friends that way. So yeah, really, really awesome. Ooh, let me do this again. Yeah, they sell stuff on Instagram as well. Let's see, so yeah, this goes here, then this. But the reason why I'm putting them back in a specific order is when I go to put all these online, I just want to make sure I'm getting the right ones, especially the duplicates. I want to make sure I have the right serial number, so on and so forth. Yeah, probably going to hold on to this one, though. Absolutely beautiful for sure. All right, so first box down. Very, very excited to see how we do on this next one. All right, excuse me. All right, here we go. I'm getting into the next submission. Again, this is 010. They got it on 11/4, which makes sense because that's the day I had dropped it off. Man, it is so hot in here, it's insane. Oh, I'm pretty sure I shut my window, but I may have left it open. Florida's in this weird paradigm right now where it gets cold for like a day, and then it gets hot, and then it's cold and back and forth. So kind of makes sense why everyone and their mother is sick down here right now. But it's supposed to be cooling down, hopefully for the next week or so, which would be great, especially with the family coming in. But anyway, let's get back to it. Second submission of the stream. Again, this should be number 31. It's kind of crazy to think I've submitted that many cards to CGC, but it's I've been doing it for a while now, so I would, excuse me, I don't think I'll call myself an expert anytime soon, even though I've submitted a whole bunch. But I definitely have some experience under my belt when it comes to submitting cards through CGC. I think that's at least fair to say, right? All right. Let me just go wash my hands real quick because they're starting to get fucking clammy, and yeah, just don't want to be messing up the cards. I'm gonna sleeve all these up afterwards anyway. Now, let me show you the sleeves I'm gonna use. You guys have seen these before, but I use this company here, Superior Fit Innovations. They have these really, really nice, perfect fit graded card sleeves here. I put these on every single card that end up going on the eBay store. So maybe that's what I'll do instead of kind of ending the stream after. I'll go through and show you guys how I prep them all, get them all cleaned up. But just give me a minute. I'm going to go wash my hands real quick and we'll get back into it. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, let's get right back into it. So here we go. The next 25 cards for my CGC submissions. It's kind of crazy to think how many cards I've submitted. I think the biggest order I did was 75. And the smallest submission I did was 6, I think. But anyway, let's see what we get here. Hope for some strong starts. So starting off with the Galarian Articuno. So this one is from the Crown Zenith Tins. Absolutely beautiful card. SWSH is Sword and Shield promo 282. Again, absolutely beautiful card. I want to say I graded all 3, but we're going to find out here in a second. Let's see how we did with this one. Ooh, okay. We get 8.5. Not bad, not bad. I'll gladly take that. Kind of curious why. Probably some whitening on these corners here. Maybe shifted one way, but still absolutely beautiful card. I'm going to leave that here for a second. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I graded the 3. Let's see. Yep. So here's the next one. We got the Galarian Zapdos. I really like how he's chasing that Dodrio right there. Yeah, really, really awesome card. You get that Roadrunner vibe. But yeah, again, the card following directly behind it. Sword and Shield promo 283. Again, this is from the Crown Zenith Tins, which you can still find randomly. I see them at Walmart all the time. I do have some I kept for the sealed collection, along with that giant Crown Zenith box from Sam's Club. The giant, the Sea and Sky box that gave like 14 packs. Anyway, I've been getting really sidetracked today. Sorry. Let's take a look and see how we did on this one. All right, nice. A little bit better. We get the 9 on that one. Probably centering on the back. Because honestly, the front looks really, really good. Yeah. Again, I'll take a look at all this stuff after the fact. I don't have a microscope or anything or a magnifying glass, but yeah, we'll just kind of look over them and see how we did. Here we go. So this is honestly my favorite of the 3. We get the Galarian Moltres here again. Promo right behind it, Sword and Shield 284. The last promo from the Crown Zenith Tins. I thought all these artworks are really, really nice. When they first came out on the Japanese side, they're just absolutely insane looking. And I think they did them justice. It's nice to see these old yellow borders as well. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Nice. All right. So we go 8, 9, 10 right there. Very, very nice. Which one's your favorite? Again, I like the Moltres the best out of these. Especially that angle. Like, it's the Galarian Moltres, so you get like the black and pink color vibe there. Or colorway. And then it looks like it's flying down, which looks nuts. But yeah, gotta say Moltres is probably my favorite of the 3. But nice to see a 10 early on in this box. Let's keep rolling. All right, next. Ooh, very, very nice. An absolutely beautiful card there. We get the Keldeo Art Rare. This one's from V-Star Universe. You like the Articuno? Gotcha, gotcha. The reason I wanted to grade this card, to be completely honest, is just it's so beautiful. I love all the different colors in this card. It's super majestic. And it was one of those where I was like, all right, if we can grade high enough, I'm pretty sure there's a buyer for this for sure. But let's take a look and see how we did. Nice, there we go. We get a Gem Mint 10 for this one with my gross, sweaty fingers all over it. Don't worry, I'm going to wipe all these down. I do a good job, by the way, now that I showed you guys the sleeves and stuff. I really do wipe all this stuff down. I have like microfiber cloths. I try to get all the dust and all the debris off of them, especially if I'm going to put them in the sleeve. I don't want a whole bunch of junk and stuff in that sleeve as well. But yeah, very, very excited that this came out as a 10. Very, very beautiful Keldeo. And again, most of these, if not all of these, I say most, especially because there's probably some for that first box I'm going to take out. But most of these will end up on the eBay storefront, so keep an eye out for that this weekend. Now, keep in mind, we are in the holiday season here in the U.S., and kind of around the world, I guess. But shipping's going to be tight. So even if you buy something, expect it to be potentially a delay, or again, you know, on my end, I'm going to ship it as fast as possible, especially if you're buying off eBay. If you buy it from me through like Instagram or something like that, and you want me to just hold it until after, that makes sense too, let me know. Like I said, majority of these would be up on eBay by the end of the weekend for sure. But here we go. Next is an absolutely beautiful Lapras. Big fan of this card. I like all the other Pokemon in this. I love the backdrop. It's kind of under the water, or at least it looks like it, and then that big wave there. But I like this one a lot because one of my buddies, Joey, also known as Average Status from /frag, I got him the Japanese version of this, and especially like the big like picture frame box it came in. It came with the jumbo version of this card, which is really, really sick. But let's take a look and see how we did with this Lapras here. Again, Galarian Gallery 005. Yep, absolutely beautiful. I love it. Let's see what we got. Nice. All right, we get a 9 in this one. I'll gladly take that. Again, absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm totally okay with 9s, 8s, even 7s, depending on what the card is, right? And you got to think, some of the vintage holos, or just vintage Pokemon in general, even in 6s, 7s, depending on card, of course, can still hold some good value. But looking at this one, it's probably just because it's shifted over. You look at the centering here, and it's very similar on the back as well. But hey, still a beautiful card. Trey, how we doing? But yeah, very, very nice. Gladly take that. On to the next. Nice, here we go. Toxtricity, another beautiful card from the Galarian Gallery. I like this one because it's a whole band. You have both forms of Toxtricity there, which is nice. You have Obstagoon, and then you have Rillaboom in the background. So very, very awesome. I really like this artwork. All the colors pop. I think the yellow border fits it very, very well. But let's take a look and see how we did grade-wise. Again, another card from the Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery. Nice, there we go. We get a 10 on that one as well. Let me wipe off my gross smudges here. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'm glad we got the 10 on this one. And again, a lot of this too, guys, I don't really look at like any of the pricing and stuff ahead of time, just because I don't know what the grade's going to be. But a lot of the stuff today is going to be research, checking out pricing, checking out how stuff's recently sold, how many of these are kind of posted all around. But absolutely beautiful for sure. Definitely excited to find a home for that one. Next, ooh, a beauty I've sold before, and I'm glad to see it again. We get the Suicune V. Probably one of the most beautiful cards from the Galarian Gallery, to be honest. Outside of the 4 gold cards, I think the 3 legendary dogs were done very, very well. But the Suicune is probably one of my favorites of this set for sure. I have graded this before. I've sold it before. It's nice to have another one. Again, this is going to be on the shop here very, very soon. So if you're interested in it, keep an eye out for sure. Link to the eBay store is always in the description of all these videos. Along with the link tree on my page that you can find. You'll find the link on Instagram as well. But, all right, let's take a look and see how Suicune did. Nice, there we go. Very, very nice. I'll gladly take that. A very nice Gem Mint 10. You know, one of these days I'll pull the Pristine. But, again, I'm not going to complain about a Gem Mint 10. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, definitely excited to see how this one's been doing for sure. On to the next. Ooh, another one we've seen before. We have the Zacian V. This is the Japanese version. If you guys remember, I got this and the Zamazenta previously. Sold the pair off on eBay. But I had another one, so I thought I'd try my luck with this one, see how we do. But let's see how we did on this one. This one's from V-Star Universe. Again, SAR, number 225 of a 172. There were so many cards in that set. All right, let's see what we got. Nice, there we go. Another 10. Absolutely beautiful card. You can just see all the texture on this card, and I don't think the camera does this justice by any means, but it's such a beautiful card. I kind of wish I had another Zamazenta. I would have submitted again. Unfortunately, I don't. But I did have the Zashi in there. But I think, and I am correct, we do have the English one, though. So, Japanese and English Zacian. Let's take a look and see how we did here. Did the Japanese beat out the English one? Let's take a look. Again, Galarian Gallery, 48 of 70. Let's take a look. Nice. There we go. We had the English and the Japanese. Very, very nice. You know what the funny thing is about this? The price difference is probably very, very different between the two. Even though, in theory, they're the exact same card. One's English, one's Japanese, but just like everything else, there's going to be a price difference. So I'm excited to have both of these, and I'm excited to see like how they do, obviously, once we put them up. But yeah, very, very nice. Gladly take those. On to the next. Another absolutely beautiful card from the Galarian Gallery. Probably one of my other favorites from Crown Zenith as well is the Darkrai V-Star. Again, this one's so cool because Darkrai is kind of zoomed out, so it's a little bit smaller. Thank God it's not Yellow Border, right? I hear you, I hear you. But the colors in this one are just absolutely beautiful. And especially for Darkrai being, you know, a ghost type or a dark type Pokemon, it kind of fits to kind of put some contrasting colors there. But let's see how he did. Ooh, nice. We had the Gem Mint 10 on this one. Very, very nice. I will gladly take that. I know what you meant, Wab, but don't worry. You didn't have to correct yourself. But yeah, an absolutely beautiful card. So we're doing really good with these Crown Zenith cards. I'm trying to buy a collection from a friend of mine, which if you're watching this, by the way, dude, yes, I'm still working through. You have a lot of stuff. I'm trying to price everything out. But he's got a lot of really, really nice stuff from 151 to Crown Zenith. A lot of nice English and Japanese stuff and a whole bunch of vintage stuff as well. So I'll keep you guys in the loop if I end up picking up that collection, which I really, really want to. It's just honestly trying to price it out to make it worthwhile for both of us, right? Because realistically, if I'm going to buy a collection, and this goes for everybody, not just for my friend, it needs to, you know, unless I clearly state that, hey, this is going for personal collection, which most of the time it won't be, I've got to make my money back off of making that big purchase, right? Which again, hopefully everyone understands. But it's one of those things where I can't just be like, hey, I'm going to give you $200 for it. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a lot of really nice stuff, so it has to be beneficial for him as well. And I whether he's a friend, whether he was a friend or not, it's just treating the customer the right way. That's just how I see it. Anyway, but again, I'll keep you guys in the loop if I end up picking up that collection. Probably take a little bit because he's got a whole bunch, so we'll probably have to ship it or we'll have to meet up somewhere. But anyway, back to the submissions. This is absolutely beautiful RCSV. So we've mentioned this a couple times before on the channel. I picked this up at, I want to say I got this from Collecticon in North Carolina. I ended up buying 2 of these at the show because I wasn't paying attention to what I got. So I got these and 2 of the Charizards. So of course I had to grade at least one. Let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Nice. We'll take a 9 on that one. Very, very nice. And again, like I talked about before with the full arts, the contrasting colors, right? Having that pink background really, really makes this card pop. And it's a very beautiful card. Centering, look at how the back, it's almost enough to make it that off-center grade. But I'm pretty sure that's why. Even on the front, you see it's very off-center there. I was really hoping to get the error on that one, but it's all good. Still a beautiful card. I'll gladly take it. Let's see what else we got next. All right, so here we go. Another Snorlax. I knew I had another one in here somewhere. Another absolutely beautiful card here. This one here is from the Elite Trainer box on the English side. Obviously, you guys saw earlier we got the Japanese Pristine. Unfortunately, this isn't a Pristine, but let's take a look and see how we did. Nice. All right. Very, very nice. So, again, you guys have seen me submit these over and over again. Funny enough, all the loose ones that I had, I just shipped and sold to the Card Caravan, if you guys know who that is, over on Instagram, and they have their own website. I just sold all the other ones I had left. So Card Caravan, best of luck to you, whether you get them graded or not. They should be arriving there soon. So, again, it's always nice to work with other collectors and other... well, yeah, I mean, that's overall he's a collector, but he has his own business as well. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of stuff from Card Caravan. Shout out playing times on the channel. But yeah, just sold a whole bunch of these to them. All right, let's see what we got here going next. So another awesome Snorlax here. Probably one of my favorite Snorlax artworks, honestly. Jungle being towards the top. But this one is just really awesome. Just Snorlax doing what he does best, and it's just snacking. This one is from the Lost Origins Trainer Gallery, number 10 of 30. Let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Ooh, nice. We get a 9 on this one. I feel like We've graded a couple of the Japanese ones previously, but hey, a 9 I will gladly take. Initial look, I think the front looks pretty good. Maybe the border and centering shifted just a little bit to the south. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe a little bit of whitening on one of these corners. You kind of see it on the top there, maybe. But still an absolutely beautiful card. Gladly take it. I think in terms of the Galarian Gallery, I think the Lost Origin one was probably one of the better ones for sure. Speaking about Lost Origins, here we go. Another Pikachu. You guys have seen this a whole bunch. I do have this graded in a PSA 10, a Pristine 10 through CGC, and a Gem Mint 10. Oh, no, sorry. No, I don't have a Gem Mint 10. Because the other one I have is the old school Pristine 10. So let's see if we can swing a Pristine on this one. Let's take a look. Ooh, we didn't get the Gem Mint or the Pristine, unfortunately. But hey, a 9 is still absolutely beautiful for this card. Good old Sleepy Pikachu. I'm still sitting on a whole bunch of the Sleeping Raichu cards from Paldea Evolved that I need to get graded. Not only for the personal collection, but to sell off as well. But an absolutely beautiful Pikachu. Let's keep on rolling. Nice. Speaking about Pikachu, here's another good one. I remember when this card first came out. It was so expensive, so expensive. It definitely plummeted very quickly because it wasn't that hard to pull. But it's still absolutely beautiful. And it's also the only secret rare from Crown Zenith. Number 160 of 159. You got all the other Pokemon in the background. It looks really, really nice. But let's take a look and see. It's going up in price again. Well, that's good to hear for sure. Yeah, and it's one of those things where Crown Zenith, again, came out in 2023. It's been out for a bit. I don't think, I mean, outside of the random, like Costco or Sam's Club bundles they're doing, I'd be surprised if they're going to be printing this set much longer. So that makes sense why that it's going to go up in price. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one here. Nice, there we go. We get the Gem Mint 10. I know I've graded a bunch of these before. I don't think we've ever got the 10 though, so I will gladly take that. Again, absolutely beautiful. It's full texture on this, by the way, if you haven't seen this in person. Absolutely beautiful card. Glad to have it in the 10. Excuse me. And like usual, what we'll do is as the stream, or as I start wrapping up the stream, or not even wrapping the stream, the next part we'll do is I'll lay all these out based off grade and see how we did overall. But yeah, so here we go. Next, another absolutely beautiful card. Another card from Lost Origins. We get the Pikachu, or sorry, Pikachu's on my mind now. We have the Mew VMAX, that black and gold color there. The only thing I didn't like about this, and some people did like it, is the outline. I get why they did a pink outline on this, but I thought it kind of took away from the card itself. But if they didn't do that, or they did a regular outline, it probably wouldn't have that same kind of effect. But still, absolutely beautiful card. The last Trainer Gallery card from Lost Origins, 30 of 30. Let's take a look and see how we did. Nice, there we go. Absolutely beautiful. So we get the 10 in that Mew VMAX. Very, very nice. I love the black and gold. I think the colors pop very, very well. And again, very beautiful card. Gladly take it. You guys will see it on eBay here very, very soon. All right, next. Ooh. I knew I had more of these. So we have another Mew. This one, obviously, Ultra Premium Collection, Black Star promo. It's not a pristine, but let's see if we at least get a 10 out of it. I think that'd be nice. I think I still have like 2 or 3 more sets of this and the Mewtwo that I need to get graded. But let's see how we did here. Ooh, 9.5. Again, so close to getting that 10. If I was to guess, and again, just look at this here, it's probably centering. Honestly, it's probably just enough to push it off. Yeah, it shifted down. Look at the border up top compared to the bottom. I feel like it's more obvious on the top, especially with the silver contrasting the pink there. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's probably just off that pushes it from the 10. Still a beautiful card. Let's see. I think I have. Yes, I do. Here we go. We have the Mewtwo again. So Yatsoba gets to see this card again. But let's take a look and see how we do with this one. Again, we saw this earlier. 151 Ultra Premium Collection promo card. I'd love to get the metal Mew graded. I think that'd be kind of sick. But anyway, let's take a look and see how we did. Nice. Okay. So the Mewtwo's beat the Mew today. But I mean, did they really? Because we got a 10 in this Mew. So I don't know. Does it bounce out? Does it not? Am I kind of just reaching here? Either way, absolutely beautiful for sure. Yeah, very, very nice pair. If I ever get 10s or pristine 10s, obviously I'm going to, keep the pairs together. All right. Let's see what we got next. Ooh, another beautiful card here. So this one is from Brilliant Stars. We get the Sylveon V Trainer Gallery. These ones have definitely been going up in price. I feel like all the evolutions have in some kind of capacity. But this one's beautiful. I think I have it in English and Japanese maybe. But let's take a look and see how we did here. Nice, there we go. Beautiful Gem Min 10. I will gladly take that. Yeah, very, very nice. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of evolutions, but it's kind of like Charizards and Pikachus. There's a market for them. There's plenty of fans of them, so they definitely sell. I'm going to leave it here on the table for a second. Like I said, I think I have another one, but I also need to take a drink of water. I feel like I'm already losing my voice, which is not good, especially because we still have another stream on Sunday. All right, let's see what we have next. All right, so here it is. I was correct. We have the Japanese version. So here we go. English and Japanese. Trainer Gallery. Character super rare here. Remember pulling this card from when I did the case open of VMAX Climax. Still probably one of my best streams or most fun streams that I've had. It was absolutely amazing. It was such a good case to open up. I was definitely lucky and grateful I was able to get at that time because these cases are stupid expensive now. Yeah, anyway, let's take a look and see how we did here. Did the English beat out the Japanese? Did the Japanese hold true? Let's take a look. Nice. Very, very nice. So we get a 10 in both. Now, the real question is, and I'll ask you guys, which one do you think is more expensive? If I was to guess, I'd say probably the Japanese version, especially because it's a CSR or a super rare on the Japanese side. English side, it was just part of the trainer gallery, so probably a little bit easier to get this one compared to this one. And then in the grade that it came in makes it even more rare. Still both absolutely beautiful cards, but let's keep rolling. Let's see what else we got in this box. Kind of winding down, I think we got 5 cards left. Let's take a look. Ooh, so very, very nice. I got to bring this back out now. So we have the Sylveon V and we have the V Max again. Still the same set, Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. Absolutely beautiful. That huge Sylveon there. Funny enough, it's the same trainer, right? Obviously, Sylveon just grew a whole bunch. And I think it's perfect timing for this, especially with all the other evolutions that just came out right now. It's kind of nice to go back and look at these. But let's take a look and see how we did. Nice. Very, very nice. So there we go. We get the V and the V Max. Excuse me. Honestly, depending on price, I may pair those together. I think it'd be a nice little set. I may not. What do you guys think? Do you think it'd be worth trying to sell the set or keep them separate? A lot of it just comes down to pricing, to be completely honest. But if there's someone that sees both of these and they want to bundle together, I wouldn't mind doing that either. But yeah, 2 absolutely beautiful cards. We're on a nice little roll here. Let's see if we can keep rolling. All right. Ooh, so here we go. So we showed Sylveon, and now we have Umbreon. Another absolutely beautiful card. And of course, Umbreon, a very popular Pokemon, especially with the new Sunbreon that just came out. A lot of people are curious if it's gonna dethrone the Moonbreon. I don't know. Time will have to tell on that one. I would love to see either one in person, have them for myself. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that. But here we go. Umbreon. Again, another card from Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. Let's take a look and see how we did here. Nice. There we go. So a Gem Min 10 Umbreon, I can say I'm an owner of. Very, very nice. Now, I don't have to be specific in which one, but it's an absolutely beautiful card. I'll gladly take it. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, I think I have either another one or the Japanese version. So yes, we do have the Japanese version. Very, very nice. Again, I pulled this one from that VMAX Climax case opening, which seems like forever ago, but it was a lot of fun. That submission was nuts when I graded all those cards at that point in time. But let's see how we did with this one here again. Umbreon V, VMAX Climax. Nice, there we go. So let's back up just a little bit. So we get both of these in 10s English Japanese. We get both of these English Japanese in 10s. We get the V Max. So we're doing really, really well. Now I'm gonna leave all these out because I have a very strong feeling I know what the next card is, at least the next one. So let's take a look and see. Oh man, there it is right there. Umbreon V Max. And I can say I am an owner of a graded Umbreon V Max. Again, I don't have to specify which one, but this one here again, Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. Let's see how we did with this one. Nice, there we go. So there we go. We get a pair here in the Umbreons. Both absolutely beautiful, and these as well are going up in price for sure. But glad to see these 10s, man. I was getting a little nervous. I mean, we've been doing really well in this submission, so I don't know why I got nervous, but as you get towards the end of a box, it's always one of those things where like, how are we going to end off? But let's see how we're going to end off here. Ooh, another one. I didn't know if I had this in English or Japanese or not, but here we go. Another Umbreon VMAX, Brilliant Stars, Trainer Gallery, number 23 of 30. Last graded card to show off today. Don't worry, there's always more submissions coming in. I have an economy submission that's still out. Hopefully I'll get back before Christmas. Hopefully it's done next week. CGC, please, thank you. And then I still have a bunch of bulk submissions I need to send out. So here we go. Let's take a look at 3, 2, 1. Nice, there we go. What a way to end off with that one. 2 Umbreon VMAX 10s. Absolutely beautiful cards. But very, very strong way to end off this submission. With the Sylveons, the VMAX, the Umbreon, and the VMAX as well. Yeah, I absolutely agree. It definitely is. It's a set I'm glad I completed. It's definitely one of those sets that doesn't get the attention. And, you know, now that you mention that, before I get to the next part of these, I'm going to break out my Brilliant Stars binder just so we can take a look and bask in all of its glory for a second. I am going to do more with these. I'm not done with the graded cards just yet. I'm going to clean them up, put them in the sleeves, show you how I have them all staged and ready for when I go to sell them. But what do you guys think of the submissions overall? I think we did really well. We got some pristines. We got a bunch of Gem Mint 10s, so no complaints from me. But let's take a look at, again, what I completely agree with Bad Wabbit, and a very underrated set. So here we go. Good old Brilliant Stars. Kind of leaking into a little bit of my collection showcase, but let's see. You guys can see that, right? That looks good. It still fit on screen. Okay, that'll work, yeah, especially when we flip the page. So this set here I do have complete. It's mostly a master set, and I say mostly because I'm missing some of the reverses. Let's see. Yeah, it still fits on screen, right? You guys can still see that? Maybe a little bit blurry for the time being on this end here. Yep, that'll work. All right. But yeah, an absolutely beautiful set. A lot of really awesome artworks. Of course, you got the Raichu in there. Would have been nice to see a Raichu VMAX or V-Star, but nope, I gotta wait. Okay, gotcha, thank you. We got Grand Bull in here. We got the Raikou. Silaglyph, one of my favorite psychic types. You got the Mimikyu, which they've redone this artwork a couple times. Flygon. What else? What else? The Morpeko, the evil version. I'm pretty sure I called that well before they actually printed the card. When Sword and Shield first came out, I was like, look, because they showed it in the game, right? And they even showed it in the show that there was an evil version of Morpeko that it can kind of like transform into. And yeah, it was cool to finally see it in card form. Excuse me. So something else I didn't notice, and I'm going to go back just a couple pages. So you got a regular Flygon here in fighting type. And then we get the dragon version of Flygon here. Yeah, I mean, most Pokemon realistically have multiple types, but of course for the cards, they usually just pick one type to go with. Um, yeah, we get the Arceus V and V-Star, which they made these metal cards later on after the set came out, which was kind of sick. But this is where the set starts getting very, very nice. As you can see in the corner, we start getting our full arts. We have the Shaman V and that full art Charizard. Yeah, this next flip here, this is why people like Wabbit and myself really like this set. Look at this. All this beauty. If I could just frame this, right, which I'm not going to, it's staying in the binder, but look at this. The Charizard alt art, absolutely beautiful. You guys remember when I did the Brilliant Stars case opening? We pulled 2 of these. I had one in Japanese, and stupid me, I sold it, so I need it in Japanese again. The Raichu, to be completely honest, yeah, the Pikachu's great. It should have been Raichu and then a Raichu alt art right here. That's just my opinion, but we had the Honchkrow and its alt art. The Arceus alt art, though, absolutely stunning. Just such a beautiful card. So they definitely did well with alt arts here. And then you get some of the trainers, right? And some big hitter trainers. We get Cynthia. We got Marnie. And then, again, another beautiful page here. The Rainbow Charizard, the Rainbow Arceus, Cynthia. Wait, hold on. Did I get... Oh, yeah, they didn't do another Marnie. I forgot about that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's really, really weird. So they did the other trainers, but they didn't do... Wow, that's interesting. I honestly didn't catch that. They didn't do Barry either. But they did Shireen, Cynthia, Kindler, and Roseanne. Interesting. Of course, you get the 3 gold birds, the gold Arceus, and then you get the Magma Basin and the Ultra Ball. But that's not even it. That's just for the regular set, which again, absolutely beautiful. And then you get to the trainer gallery. It started off the trainer gallery on the English side, which was great. You get some of the evolutions in here. You get the Zekrom, which is beautiful. Again, Sylveon. The Mimikyu is expensive too. I know both of these are going up in price as well. We get the Urshifus in here. Absolutely beautiful. Again, you get Umbreon V and V Max. And then you get the gold cards. So, yeah, a very beautiful set for sure. I love the artwork on this one too. And again, I have more binders to show you guys. I will show those off. I know at some point in time, I know Wabbit trying to keep me in check for that. I know. But again, with getting the CGC submissions today, if I didn't get these in, we'd be doing showcase for sure. But absolutely beautiful. Let's get back to these graded cards real quick, though. I'm going to get them cleaned up, put these sleeves on them, and then we'll probably call it there. We can hang out. We can chit-chat if you guys want. I do appreciate everyone coming through. So a little bit, and again, for those of you that are here, you get an exclusive first look of what we're going to be open on Sunday. Now, hopefully, and I say hopefully, there's supposed to be more stuff coming in today and tomorrow. Fingers crossed it all comes in. Because we got another box in from Jason Nee, which I took the label off. Obviously, I didn't want to share the info. But in this box are 2 things that if I can get the rest of them in by Sunday, we will absolutely rip these on Sunday and have an absolutely amazing stream. But if not, I do have a backup plan, so don't worry. But let's take a look again. Jason Nee always coming in with the fire. Move this out of the way. So let's take a look. Ooh, you know what? I gotta say, before we get into this, Jason Nee always hooks it up with the extras. Every time I buy from Jason, they're just extras. So, obviously, I appreciate that. I truly do. So, obviously, you guys can see what's in this box. These are just 2 of the brand new booster boxes from the Japanese set. I had more coming in, but that's why I mentioned that hopefully they're in this weekend, because I have more of these coming in. I'm not going to say how many I have unless I've disclosed it already. If I did, I'm really dumb. But let's take a look and see what else I got. I did buy some other stuff from Jason in this. This is pretty cool. Oh, so these are very, very nice. So these are the coins remember that theme deck I showed you guys the other day that came with like all the different generations, the theme decks? These are the coins from those, which are actually really, really sick. Thank you for those. I appreciate it. But I'm assuming that's what's in this here is the big play mat and all the extras from that. But this is some of the other stuff that I bought from Jason as well. So you guys saw I got the Latios. It's being graded actively with the Latios. So I had to buy another one. Of course, Jason had it. This here, this is very, very interesting. So, and let me go grab it just so this kind of makes a little more sense of what we're looking at here and you guys aren't confused. I'm just going to put this off to the side. All right, so this box here that I showed off the other day, this huge Generations box here, right? It's a bunch of theme decks mixed in. Well, it has exclusive promos in here that I talked about, right? These are those promos. Now, the question is, do I open this up and grade these promos on one of the next submissions, or do I leave it? Now, granted, I do have them here, but I'm never going to open this box. But yeah, here's everything that comes in it, by the way. So those are the promos right there. You can kind of see them. Hopefully that's not blurry. But those are the 4 promos that are in there. So you get 2 art rares and 2 holos, and then all the different decks. But that's what all this came in, right? This is just the extras from that. So I appreciate you sending that over. But do I open this or do I leave it sealed? This here, this is going back in my binder, which I'm going to grab right now. All right. Oh, I absolutely agree with that, Wab. That would have been sick if that was in 151. I wonder if they had it ready or not by then. Yeah, so, not to get too sidetracked, but again, this is the brand new latest and greatest set where, yes, we're going to be chasing some evolutions, but I'm waiting till I get all of my boxes in, and then we will open them up. If I can get in more ordered, obviously I will, but again, these are going up in price. They're going to get very, very expensive very, very quickly. So thank you, Jason, and the others that helped me get the boxes that I have coming in. This, still don't know what I want to do with this, so I'm just going to hold this off right now. I'm going to leave it off onto the side. But this card here is being added to my little binder. You guys know I collect the Japanese art rares and some of the, well, not some of, all of the Crystal EX variants. So let me grab my sleeves. Again, nothing wrong with the sleeves here. Oh, he already put in a perfect sleeve. Awesome. Yeah, over 70, yeah. You know, Wab, I was really hoping they'd go down. And I know, I'm pretty sure you and I have talked about it before. I was kind of hoping they would do it like Shiny Treasure EX, where they went all the way down to like $30 a box. That would have been awesome. Because then, you know, you could just buy a whole bunch. But again, it's a very popular set, so it's understandable why it goes up. I'm definitely glad I got them at the prices I did. But again, we'll see how the stream goes when I get all of them in. But again, here's my little mini binder that has a lot of the Japanese art rares. Again, the OG3. And then I kind of went in order from all the set releases. Again, there's another crazy card. The Magikarp in Japanese is nowhere near as expensive as the English version, which makes no sense to me at all. But it is what it is. We get Sleepy Raichu. You know, to be honest, I was going to put this in here upside down to see if anyone caught it. Yeah, maybe I'll swap it for the next one. But yeah, all these absolutely beautiful art rares. I'm not collecting every single art rare, just the ones I really, really like. You get the whole trio here. But this is what was missing here, so that goes back in its spot. We get the Cerulege here. We get some absolutely beautiful art rares. We get the Magneton there. And again, the rest of these pages are going to be for all the upcoming art rares. And I'm kind of running out of room here because we get into this here, the Crystal EXs. I'm trying to get every single Crystal EX, whether it's regular or gold variant. Now, the asterisk or the caveat to that is there are some alt arts in here. So like this here, alt art because it's the crystal one. I would love to put the alt art Charizard in here. It's very, very expensive. If I can get another one, I will absolutely put it in here. If someone wants to hook it up for a late birthday present, early Christmas present, I'm open for that too. But yeah, so that's kind of why I skipped over that for the time being. If I ever do get it, it's going to go in the slot. But same thing here with the shiny Charizard, right? If I get one, or another one, sorry, it's going to go next to it here. But you have all the masks. You have Greninja, which same thing. If I can get the Greninja alt art, it's going to go in here. Can't leave Latios alone. No, absolutely not. If I do get another Latios, that's why I graded both of them so they wouldn't be alone. See, I'm thinking ahead, Wabbit. Yeah, absolutely. But here's some more. Right, so here again, you get the Alolan Executor in the alt art. The English version of this, by the way, take a look at this when you get a second. It's booming in price as well for whatever reason. So I'm glad I got the ones that I got. But then again, some of these cards here. Yeah, and then the only thing that's going to be difficult is if I start getting the crystal cards out of this, which are just the evolutions, it's going to be tough. Unless I get duplicates, obviously the duplicates will go in this binder here. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But even here, look, got about the same amount of space, about 4 pages for more of these Crystal EXs. And then about 4 pages, yeah, like 4 to 5 pages for more of these art rares. But yeah, very, very nice little binder. It's a Voltex binder, not sponsored, but I'll take the sponsorship for sure. All right. Okay, so now that we have that, that's where the other thing. So, if for some reason the rest of my orders don't come in for these by this weekend, we will save this for the following Sunday. And I say that because, again, I'll be gone most of next week. I should be back decent time on Friday, but I don't know if I'm going to be streaming. Really just depends on how tired I am from the trip. But at least by Friday of next week, I'll have all my boxes in. So we'll definitely do a stream for sure. But if they're not in by Sunday, I do have a backup plan because I try to think ahead. So these probably look familiar, right? So not only was I able to snag some of these, but I got some of these as well. So yes, we have more Elite Trainer boxes to go through, but we got some good old Sword and Shield to go through, which is going to be exciting. So we have Silver Tempest and Astral Radiance. It's going to break my brain, so hold on one second. Astral Radiance came out first, so let me shift it over. That's how my OCD works, sorry. Oh no, it did the crazy zoom in again, didn't it? Well, maybe it didn't. Does it look super zoomed in, or is it just me? Anyway, so we're going to be going through this on Sunday with some other stuff if my my Japanese booster boxes don't come in. So don't worry, I do have a backup plan. I usually do. Yeah, let me get back to the graded cards. Just going to go through and get those all set up and ready to be uploaded. Well, actually, no, I can't. No, I can't even do that yet either. So, the reason being why I can't do that yet is because, so usually I take all the pictures and stuff ahead of time, right? So for instance, let me just take one of these out. Oh. So I usually take all these out, right? You hope they don't arrive on time? Why is that? So usually what I'll do is, right, I'll take a card like this, right, take it out of the box. I take pictures of the front and back. Obviously, that's what gets uploaded to eBay. But I wipe all these down first like I'm doing here. If I put them in the sleeve already, it's not going to get as clean of a picture. So that's why I'm not going to sleeve these up right now. But at least I'll get these all cleaned off. I try and clean out the edges. Nice microfiber cloth. You want me to open up the ETBs? God, okay. I mean, it's all going to get opened up eventually, but I see you. But yeah, and then it would go into one of these sleeves, which, again, not a sponsor, but a great product. I love giving people shout outs for great products. Take this out of here. Might as well grab the next couple because they kind of rolled over. So then from there, backside, like that. Looks super clean. Again, a very nice fit. Pull this off the top. Flip it on down. If I could do this without bending it and making it weird. So there we go. And just like that, you have a perfectly protected CGC graded card. I don't know. Actually, I mean, that still looks pretty good. So I'll probably take the pictures like that. So let me do that. Because now, since I'm all over the place, let me do that. So I'm going to move this box out of the way, just so it's not on screen. I'm just going to keep pulling stuff from here. And as we're going through this, I'm going to stack all these out so we kind of see how we did overall. If you guys don't want to see me just wiping down graded cards, that's kind of the gist of the stream today. I really do appreciate everyone coming through. But yeah, I'm all down for just kind of hanging out, chit-chatting with you if you want to hang out. But this one we're doing, just prepping all these, getting them sleeved up nice and neat. And again, I'm going to leave this here just in case you're curious of what the product is. But yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream. That would be awesome, especially because, you know, all the shipping materials, by the way, and I don't know if everyone's aware of this, like all the shipping materials I use to send stuff to CGC, you obviously don't get that back, right? So it's a inherent cost that's kind of built in. But yeah, this is amazing. Again, they're nice, they're beautiful, perfect fits. I'm glad there's a company that does this. But yeah, CGC, they definitely should. That'd be kind of nice. Let me do this because the only thing that's, so obviously you see these here, they all stack together without the sleeves. With the sleeves, they still kind of stack together, but it's not, they don't kind of click in, you know what I mean? But again, it's fine. Once I'm done with these, I usually put them in the box anyway. But if you're a collector that was going to take them out of this box for whatever reason, yeah, they do stack together. But yeah, let me get all these out of here just so I don't have to mess with the box. But yeah, like I said, I think overall, I think we had a really, really good CGC submission. I'm waiting on the next one to come in, and then we'll go ahead and do another submission preview. But yeah, we're just going to keep rolling. Got plenty of stuff to get submitted. And again, a lot of this stuff is going to go up on the store, so keep an eye out. But I guess I'll ask again, what was your favorite card that came back today from all the cards we got in? Oh man, beautiful, beautiful Blastoise there. Almost got another 10, almost. All right, let's see. If I do this, is that too zoomed in? Yep, steals a bit of the focus. All right, cool. I'm just gonna do this. How's that? Way off screen. Okay, let me move this over. It's all right. You guys see this stuff. That's all that matters. Bulbasaur art rare. Yeah, that was another beautiful one for sure. So when I'm done, I'm just going to turn them over so I keep the order. Poliwhirl, yeah. Another beautiful card for sure. The Psyduck. Hey, it's an 8/5, but it's still a beautiful card, right? Would have loved to have these two cards in the Japanese version when that set came out. I opened so many boxes when GX All-Stars came out. Had some good luck, but not as good as I was hoping for. All right, next. There we go, and just like that, perfectly protected. Oh, man. I don't know how long I can be leaning in this chair and doing this, but I'll try and tough it out for you guys. Quaplus Psyduck? Yeah, that's a beautiful card. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Favorite card of all time? Man, that's a tough choice. I mean, I'm glad you're able to narrow that down for you. I don't know. Favorite card of all time? Man, that's tough. Now, are we talking... So let me ask you this. Is it purely off of the artwork? Is that why your favorite? Because for me, like, I don't know. There's a couple different ways I can categorize like why something would be my favorite. Probably a weird glare with these on the screen, I'm guessing. I'll just slide off a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna move this off the screen. I didn't realize that there was a glare, sorry. Honestly, like, in no specific order. I mean, obviously, you know, you guys know I like Blastoise, I like Raichus, I like Dragonites. I'd say my favorites out of just the Blastoise, because I'm trying to do Dragonite and Raichu right now while my brain's already kind of melted. I don't know how that's gonna work. So I would say my top favorite Blastoise, again, no specific order, it's probably the no rarity Blastoise, right? Base set artwork, no rarity, just absolutely beautiful. And again, making no rarity just adds to it, makes it even more immaculate, if you will. Let me move this back. Sorry, hold on one second. I love sidetracking myself, but it's all good. It's worth it. So here, next, probably Dark Blastoise, probably one of my favorite artworks of all time. I remember being a kid and ripping so much Team Rocket, especially Japanese back in the day. That it's really grown on me. Obviously, you guys know I completed English, Japanese, got a whole bunch of stuff. This one here, though, is very, very iconic artwork and definitely one of my top three. The CD promo Blastoise, absolutely stunning. One of my favorite cards. But again, that's just for Blastoise, right? Maybe I'll show you guys some of the Raichus and Dragonites. But in terms of Blastoise, yeah, definitely my favorites right here. All vintage. Not saying that there aren't great modern Blastoise cards. Obviously there are. But I don't know. Looking at the old school ones, it definitely brings me back. And then seeing them in the conditions they're in just makes it even sweeter. All right, back to it, cleaning up Psyduck here. I don't know, it's just Psyduck playing, he's happy. I'm not a fan of Charizard, but Charizard cards from Skyridge. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Skyridge has a lot of really, really great cards. It's very iconic. It's a great set. I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be honest, but I see the appeal for sure. I think there's better artwork and better sets. But again, I definitely see the appeal for it. Plus, it was such a limited set, they didn't print a whole lot. And so, obviously, it adds rarity and value there as well. All right. There we go. Another one. Good old Poliwhirl. Now, could you imagine, and again, this would have made 151 even crazier. Obviously, they wouldn't do it because the set would have been crazy expensive to print, but also every box would have been like $200. Could you imagine a full set of 151 and they're all their own art rares? Every single Pokemon, all original 151 and some kind of art rare. That would have been so sick. And I know there's custom cards out there that do that, but yeah, just take a lot of the beautiful ones that we already have from this. Because even like Poliwrath would have been an awesome art rare. Again, the legendary birds, Raichu, of course, but every single 151 as an art rare would have been really, really crazy. Again, it would have cost way too much to make, and it would have been the most expensive set of all time for a modern set, for sure. But again, really cool idea. There we go. Nice and protected. All right, how long have we been streaming? 103 minutes. All right. I'm going to try and go for just a couple more minutes, guys. It's really just because like my back's starting to hurt. Usually when I do all this, I move the tripod out of the way, so I'm kind of more flush to the desk and I'm sitting natural. Right now I'm kind of like leaning over, kind of wrapping around the tripod, so it's a little uncomfortable. But yeah, just for a couple more minutes. Do appreciate everyone that came through. Give some shout outs as we wrap the stream here. If you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and comment below what your favorite card is from today's stream. Again, we do have more stuff coming in this weekend, which I hear a delivery truck outside. I really hope it's for me. If it is mail, I'm literally going to open it right now. Just saying. Actually, let me go look. Let me go double check. Because if it's something I have to sign for, I don't want to miss it. All right. Thank you. I will be right back. Let me go double check. Nope. No other mail. False alarm. Yeah, I appreciate it, Wabbit. So let's take a look and see who else came through. So Trey, appreciate you coming through. I feel like you've come in here a couple times before. If you're still hanging out, I appreciate you. Yatsuba, appreciate you coming by. New Kid, of course. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, let me just clean up this Blastoise. I think that'd be a perfect way to end this off. And then, yeah, like I said, keep an eye out. I'll post stuff on the community channel or on the community tab, along with over on Instagram with any updates on any of the other mail that's coming in. Again, if I get the other booster boxes in this weekend, we will rip them this weekend. If not, and I know that's kind of what Wabbit's banking on, we will rip the lead trainer boxes. If I find more, I'll grab some more, kind of buff up the stream a little bit. But either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. I always appreciate everyone that comes through, and that's why I do those shout outs specifically. I don't care if there's 4 of you or 40 of you or 400. I truly appreciate everyone comes through and hangs out, whether it's 5 minutes or the whole entire stream. All right, I'm going to end off with this here. What a great way to end off with a beautiful Blastoise there. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. Again, 50 cards returned from CGC. Again, thank you, CGC. Keep up all the great work. I still got more cards for you to grade for sure, whether it's Pokemon or Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Again, keep an eye out for all the updates. Hit me up on social media. Again, if you like this kind of content, make sure that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. You know, the same routine information. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Enjoy your weekend.